definitely look. I mean, quite frankly, I think Breeze is this type of map that kind of suits Secret well, right? You kind of hang back, you get the info, and you can go for these retakes, etc., etc. Whereas RRQ, they always like to try to put a little bit of that extra spin on any map they go to. Obviously, they're one of the teams that did bring out the Yoru at kickoff. We'll see if it happens again here today.
Well, Breeze, you know, one of those maps that we go into, we fully anticipate that just about every single team that's playing it is going to be running that 𝘧𝘰𝘯. That's where 𝘏𝘂𝑣𝑎𝑠H feels the most in.
Yes.
So, expecting to see some of that 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮𝘦 coming out from the veteran IGL here for Team Secret. This is an important one because, you know, as we've been talking about on the analyst desk across the last several days, not only are you playing for position, playing for your pride, for your fans, but you're also playing for those ever-important championship points to try to get qualified for Champs Korea. We'll take a look at the compositions. No shocks from the side of Team Secret whatsoever, but for RRQ, maybe not the most surprising, but it's who's playing what that is actually a bit more shocking for us here. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘏 now moving over onto the Viper. He was previously playing the 𝘧𝘰𝘯, which is now in the hands of 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘦, who also was previously playing on the Cypher.
I mean, it's not musical chairs with the roster, but it is musical chairs with the agents here, which these are definitely not the common picks. I mean, 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘏, sure, he's flexed around so often throughout his career. That's probably the least shocking portion of this. But that's very curious to me, because the reason I had my eyes on 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 is that he's always been that sturdy lurk for RRQ, but if he has a slow start, that really ruins a big part of their plan, of their play style. Now he's going to be core to the main portion of the team, and 𝘧𝑒𝑟𝑜, who also has some of those clutch genes, is going to have to open up the other side of the map for RRQ.
Certainly interesting and puzzling to a certain extent here to see these changes coming in from RRQ, but will they pay off? Will it result in a victory? We are about to find out as we go ahead and jump into game number 1. Breeze, the battleground between these two squads as we jump into Team Secret versus RRQ.
This is, in fact, the second time in his entire career that 𝘧𝑒𝑟𝑜 has ever picked up the Cypher in an official match. So it's a little bit of experiment.
Udah mulai, coy. Aduh, sabar, bingung mau ngapain gua.
A little bit more confidence off the get-go. Lets him become a little bit more mobile. That will do huge things for them, which of course on a map like Breeze,
Aman nggak sore? Aman?
that can really open up the other side on their own. That just goes miles ahead of the other.
Aman, aman, aman guys. Oke. Bangun tidur enggak? Gua nggak pernah bangun tidur anjir.
You got setups there on the Cypher, but
Bangun pagi gua tiap hari, bro.
how many lineups he knows. Especially here on Breeze.
Selfie-nya mana? Kocak. Oh iya, sorry. Bentar ya guys. Bentar ya teman-teman. Foto kalian dulu.
Secret, a bit proactive on this defensive start. Trapwire, not going to get the catch. There it is. Does get the reveal now. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 going to get tagged low, but still not going to be found. Trapwire for now holding NDG.
Aman, Sora, aman. Oke, mantap guys, mantap. Halo Kia, halo Cornelius, halo Dava, halo. Kenapa pakai baju itu, Lik? Nggak tahu anjir, gue ambil aja ya yang ada. Tapi kayak baju gue sekarang RRQ semua dah. Oh, nice banget, Bani. Oh, Bani. Oh, nice banget. It's okay, nice trade. Udah, 1v2. Mainin bareng nggak sih? Nice banget. Nice guys, nice. Halo Arinda. Halo Arinda cantik. Iya cantik. Saat Alek live disitu aku hadir. Yeay. Bentar ya.
𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘏 decides I'm just gonna take one with me, and the real surprising part is we got so used to 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 playing the Cypher that we kind of forgot that he's played a lot of 𝘧𝘰𝘯 as well. So I mean, it's just a matter of trying to get back into the grind, which I'm sure he's been doing as they were waiting for VCT to return. So curious to see if that really gels with the rest of the roster as well. Of course, 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘏 now kind of playing those lineups, playing far further back as well. That might help them a little bit.
Empty stack over here towards the A site. Looks like 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 just going to be coming back.
Halo Filbert. Halo Faisal. Ini streamer demi karir kah, bro? Bacot. Ini streamer cinta RRQ. Halo Fairuz, halo Faisal, halo Saul. Mulai gacor, mantap ya Bani ya? Suaranya kayak kurang gitu ya? Apa gonya yang... Dua orang.
Yeah, they're gonna have to start backing out once again. Once again, RRQ in a bit of a bind, right? They do have to fight one side or another right now.
Oh my, oh nice banget Bani.
They're not going to plant until they feel a little bit safer. Now that they've bought some time, now that 𝘧𝘂𝑟𝑜 has made sure that they're not on the flank anymore.
Nice banget, Ban. Gila, Bani menyala kah?
Are good for another as well.
I mean, Borkum doing well to be able to find that opening kill on the 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮.
Nice banget. Aduh, oh my god, anjir sakit banget klasiknya. Anjir.
Finds himself a third, looks for the point though. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 quick headshot does take
mahal
him
banget,
down.
coy.
So fairly costly in the end. Vandal can be
Mahal
scooped
banget.
back up here by RRQ.
Ininya gila anjir klasiknya. Klasiknya sakit anjir. Buat lakuin streamnya. Iya, soalnya tadi gue bantuin nyokap gue packing gitu. Hihi. Banget streamnya Ci cantik. Makacirin. Kok agak burik ya? Burik kah? Burik guys.
So there's still a little bit of hope, but it's going to be a much more either methodical or a bit of a rush, right? You have to go for a bit of a stack on your side.
Ini banyak menonton pembantaian. Nice, Bani! Gue ini, kacamatanya kapan sama Bani. Gue mirip anjir. Aman. Oke, good. Iya agak burik, cok. Burik ya? Kenapa burik? Kenapa burik, guys? Jujur gue gak tau ya kalau burik. Jadi gue aman-aman aja ya. Ada berapa kali nonton cewek lu? Kemarin saya hitung-hitung sih yang ngechat gue sih ada 5 orang ya. Kenapa lu mau deketin ini viewer cewek? Jangan mau ya, teman-teman cewekku. Jangan genit kamu Iksal.
Able to just go in.
Nice banget anjir
Jeremy kill found now flash is being sent. There's the pull out of the missile trip, but oh yeah, one.
Nice trade anjir.
A little bit wider around the corner than he might have anticipated.
Nice trade. Dapat side. 4v3. Bagus anjir. Bisa nih bonus.
4v3. Defensive setup as RRQ look to try to convert.
Bahaya tapi ya. Nice banget.
That's going to be _𝘓𝘬𝘮𝘮 now.
Oh, nice banget. Let's go boys. Ya, nge-save hari-hari nge-save. Nah, ini kemarin pas event nomor RRQ turnya. Seru banget. Boleh bagi satu balik. Yeay. Siapa tuh yang genit? Nih Iksal, Zen. Halo Jansoy. Naikin bitrate. Aduh masalahnya internet gue cacat anjir. PC lo agak burik. Ya udah gak apa lah. Yang penting ini anjir. Yang penting gamenya gak burik. Tapi Cici tetap cantik. Cici cantik. Tapi tetap Cici cantik. Makasih. Iya. Dan baju yang lu pakai itu untuk apa? Oh, ukuran apa? Ini small. Paling kicik. Nice banget J.M.K anjir. J.M.K nih bos. Klik Bella kasihan gak yang temenin. Bella siapa ya? Bella Hardfire. Dukung Kangkang apa RRQ? RRQ lagi, gila lu. Ini tuh udah jelek ya, Rik. Enggak, gue pakai CBN, kocak. BA boleh RRQ, tapi pakai CBN. Janganlah, nggak ada bisnet ini. Apa nggak ada di daerah gue. RRQ udah siap angkat piala cuy, real. Mengalahkan semuanya bro, mengalahkan Sentinel nanti nih. Jadi si Ben lebih bagus dari bisnet. Hah? Yuk fokus. Jadi oke mid ya, main mid. Awas. 1, 2, aduh anjir. Aneh bener anjir di B. Oke, Kangkang siapa itu? RRQ ada telur. Kangkang ada coba. Nice banget Bani. Ayo, lurk banyakan ban. Bani 63 lu. Keren gak lu? Gila. Anjay, sumpah gua. Anjir, tadi Bani bilang ke gue kalau menang beliin mobil ya. Bangke. Gue bilang iya. Gue beliin mobil mainan tapi menyala gini ya men. 0-4 nih bos. Mereka tadi half ya? Yang baik cuma si Invi. Oh nggak ada Invi tadi ini ya, nge-save ya? Lupa gue. Nice guys. Oh mantap ya. Nggak ada vlog-vlog lagi, ada vlog tapi belum diedit. Manajer biasa open map doang. Iya Jir. Jago dia.
Just saying, it was a rough go. They were able to still get that win. Right now, he is just absolutely dominant. That click from Jeremy, not going to be coming through. Ping not going to find him there. As the dash forward out over onto site. Try to open up space.
Susah nggak sih? Jangan dipaksain nggak sih? Aduh, ini dia. Ini dia awal dari sesuatu. Awal dari kemenangan. Bisa guys.
RRQ, I mean,
like from Malaysia. Hello, Jay. Banding mode THR cair. Sampai 4 aja cukup. Jangan gitu, mulut lu jelek anjir. Gila lu. Hai ke founder invite. Hai Del. Tadi aku kelihatan anjir barrelnya si Bani tadi. Kemana Del? Hiburan. Mungkin mana? Nggak tahu, nanya orangnya dong. Masa nanya gua? Halo Nabila. Yang cewek-cewek ngumpet, yang cewek-cewek. Banyak buaya di sini. Hati-hati Nabila. Kalau RRQ via Spherex lu berat kemana? Loh, RRQ lah. Nama gua apa? Nama gua aja udah aja. RRQ_ALLYC. Berarti gua dukungnya siapa? Dukungnya siapa? Nah, ada tahu sendiri lah ya. Tuhan Yesus, ya Tuhan Yesus, nice banget. Nice. Nice banget. Udah gak usah pick. Oke cuy. Jelas banget sumpah ini. Udah GG. GG. Nice banget, anjir harganya bandel tapi ya udahlah, nice. NDG ini siapanya NDG guys? Gue lupa bikin polling anjay. Kita polling dulu gak sih? RRQ. GG guys, nice boys. Ini mapnya TS anjir. Awas aja nih mapnya RRQ kalah gue pukul. Rex, gila lu ya. Ini G, oh ya itu bener. Itu bener. Ya. 4951 lah. 51 gue dukung RRQ. Vin apa kangkang? Wah, kangkang. Canda. Polling apaan nih begini? Salah. Ya udahlah, kalian juga harus dukung RRQ, nggak boleh dukung TS. Sare, halo. Nggak ada yang boleh TS, nggak ada yang boleh, nggak. Halo Rin. Apaan pengen banget dipilih RRQ? Emang? Cepet sekarang. Wanjay, Estrella mirip ini nggak sih? Mirip Gecko. Gujo. Siapa sih? Siapa? Gue lupa lagi. Lawannya Gojo siapa sih? Geto. Saya baru kakak di sini. Halo benar. Satunya asli anjir. Kaget gue pertama kali gue liat si ini. Estrella. Telepon kameramannya sorot Pape. Oh iya ada Pape anjir, baru inget. Pape lagi di Korea ya? Bokong gigi lu. Sasuke bukan kocak, Sasuke nggak tatoan anjay. Gitu. Calling scam padahal aku fans TS. Kamu ngomong itu 3 kali, aku TO kamu ya Nick. Estrella orang mana? Estrella orang Korea. Namanya Park Gon. Oh nggak salah ya, lupa gue. Gila lu. Bani nggak takut sama sekali anjir. Ini pede banget kah adik-adik? Mampus anjir. Aduh sorry. Bisa apa lu Jeremy? Aduh, 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 jangan. Ya elah. Sorry mulut. Irwan jangan spam, tahu lu. Gue TO aja lu. Enggak gini dong. Enggak lah. Kok itu tiba-tiba?
With NDG's arrival over on Bridge, he will be able to shut it down, and this was a hell of a round recovery for Team Secret.
I mean, a round that, on paper, RQ should never have lost. I mean, let alone the triple kill, but the initial kill in halls and then the sniper ultimate as well. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 just absolutely controls the entire map.
What the fuck, anjir? Tuh David udah kayak,
But they don't
what the fuck di flick kayak gitu?
to the back of Pyramid.
David udah kayak anjing, gue udah dapet 2. Lu pada ngapain coy? Gila. Awal dari sesuatu, awal dari kemenangan. Santai dulu gak sih? Kasih gak sih 2? Gak apa-apa, kagak. Kalau dibayarin gue gas dah. Awas kak. Jamkin belum nyala, kasih TS score dulu. Jamkin tadi awal-awal udah oke anjir. Udah mantep banget. Toge kemana? Toge lagi cadangan kan ya? Di cadangan anjir, duo gue. Sih, nggak main-main dari kemarin. 75 kan? 75. Gigi lu, gak ada. Bisa lah ini 10-2. Berapa sih duitnya? Si kaya anjir RRQ. Dua orang. Oh nice. Aduh jangan stay sini gak? Nice banget anjir Haga. Ya Tuhan Yesus, jantung gua. Aduh awas bah. Fitri tiba-tiba.
Very much stranded on the site now. The reveal. Just to go ahead and spot out where this Viper is. No
oh shit man.
Flanks coming through.
Agak sih boleh low banget anjing.
One on site, one in main. And they flush him out.
Meninggal susah ini mah.
Triple face, they ready to come through. They open up. The Striya able to find 2. Sends out the snake bite to try and delay. Down to 40 HP. And this could be absolutely devastating. As this Striya holds the line, gets those 3 kills.
RRQ nih bos. RRQ nih bos.
From chaining 2 rounds together, they get themselves firmer lead once again out in front by 4. What a clutch!
Kalau nggak diberangkatin Korea, kagak. Gue mah apa gila. Pakgon nih bos. Hoki gigi lu, hoki gue pukul ya. Kayak gini min. Udah ini mah bau-bau apa guys? Bau-bau playoff gak sih? Satu kuping ya, sorry ya teman-teman. Juara. Esteller menyala. Salah, Estrella. Mulai, sorry. Kan, Bani ngapain Bani? Di spam ya tadi? Bani mati. Oh, nice banget anjir, Pakgon menyala anjir. Bani dibunuh ini ya? Off tahun depan lagi. Tahun depan gue udah gak di RRQ. Nice banget. Nice. Nice banget anjir. Nice banget anjir David, what the fuck. David jago banget anjir. Mau jago anjir. Maunya menyala bangku.
Envy though, still in a very committed position.
What can you do? Ternyata bisa dapat 1 anjing. Gak mungkin dong 1v3. Wah gak mungkin, nice banget. Jantung gua babi. RRQ. Ini Jalik istri. Kenapa gak di RRQ gak tahu. Kalau gua di farewell yang gak di RRQ. Kalau gua masih diperpanjang di RRQ. Kok marah? Nggak marah. Kesel aja dikit kayak anjir Jesse Fresh. Oh dibocorin gini bro. Udah gak RRQ tahun depan gue ngapain ya? Tahun depan gue tidur aja lah. Leha-leha. Like coba masuk ke DFM siapa tau bisa jadi menang. Gak mau, gue maunya DG. Iwan Alik, enggak IDG Alik. Amin. Alik graduate tahun depan. Iya, Pinat real. Jangan gak sih? Mid dulu gak sih? Aduh. Mas banget ban anjir. Hampir. Geli gue liatin.
Now Viper's still going to remain at full HP as the wall gets dropped.
Chill dulu gak sih? Pakai drone segala macam banyak anjing.
Alongside has a TP set up on back pyramid. As for now, I mean, Jeremy and NDG are still very much situated over on this B site. Rotation's going to have to come through. Just now starting, even though the plan is already in. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘨𝘵 though, just outside of cannons here in mid. Pushing forward. Does he hear the rotations coming through? It's going to be not quite yet.
Well, the thing is he might hear one, but not the other.
What the
Jeremy,
fuck, anjir.
A little bit snappy with it. He's able to find the headshot. Takes him down. That deep lurk now. Gone. Oh, Recon. Checking. Does get the spot on
Wah, anjing. Nice banget.
Able to find it, but
Nice, 2v1, 2v1.
Oh,
2v1 tiba-tiba. Halo.
Head swings out. Okay, does interrupt the defuse, but there's still plenty of time remaining, so Team Secret will be able to get a third round. Chance to try to run this back and make it a 7-5 half.
Yeah, if they can get to a 7-5, it'd be great stabilization, and of course, considering the map of Breeze, they'll have
Ini Jesse Flash kok lagi GG sih?
press the issue on
Dulu dia nggak segege ini anjir.
on this round, right? Trying to go for the aggressive contact didn't work. You also don't have exactly all full buys. You have that judge for Jesse.
Berarti dia enak ya kalau misalnya dia nggak smoke kayak gitu.
So far back in the sites, because that means RRQ is going to have to start to take contact to get in, right? To check for the util, to check for the setups.
Apa tutup semua ya, mah?
Those early kills.
Gimana dong? Iki.
Still a little bit wonky, but no outlaws in play. Flash in, looking for the push board. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝑗, and he's blind himself, but still got 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦. Does get traded out. Flips, finds that kill, but under Sphere from Jesse Bash again, delivering that elimination. But 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝑗 eventually able to hound him down, catching him all the way back over towards Bridge. Gets that kill. Now Jeremy, one side of the pyramids here is 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝑗 looking for the challenge against NDG, but NDG happily takes it.
Oh my god, keding.
Get the catch there onto 𝘬𝘰𝘮𝑚ore, but he decides to just back away from the fight. Gets the spike planted. So now go into the 2v2.
Nice banget. Aduh, ketinggalan. Yang bener aja.
Down low.
Jangan. Nice banget, Panim. Gue udah geli liatnya. Bisa gak sih menangnya jangan bikin jantungan.
7-5, 8-4 maybe, but I think they're going to be hungry for a 9-3.
Anjir lah, sumpah. Kali kayak DJ karena nggak RRQ. Wah, anjir kalau gitu sih. Sumpah ya, kalau misalnya kayak gitu gue minta Pape, please banget Pape, aku gak usah digaji. Aku mau di RRQ aja. Menang ini, menang. Bani pengen seneng jantung, iya aja capek gue. Confirm Alec became brand ambassador Global Expert. Enggak. RRQ, one and only. Tapi kalau EDG mau ambil sih boleh. Pegangan. Nice. Mampus kau. Nice. Udah confirm 9 triggers. 9 triggers. Maksudnya 9-3. GG. Orvi itu nggak mungkin lah. Respecter pakai ini.
Just Envy and 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 alive. Weak versus multiple plays. That needs to be a headshot. That needs to be an elimination. Pop flash coming through. Gets a dink. Gets the kill.
Udah lah Envy anjing. Stop nggak?
Leaves Envy all by himself.
Kok gitu, Lik? Salah ngomong anjir. Salah ngomong. 9-3. Confirm. Gak ada keras-kerasan guys.
Bagus,
hampir ya.
𝘬𝘰𝘮𝑗 will get the last shot across. And that's going to be 9-3.
Gak ada 9 triggers di apa sih kompa itu nggak ada 9 triggers kecuali di VCT itu nggak ada 9 triggers kecuali di kompe. Andre itu baru ada, kalau mereka mah nggak ada. Apa itu kers? Injek kers sama 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮. Jinxwin, agak kocak. Nggak anjir, janganlah. Pilih mobilnya sekarang Min, buat Bani. Kita pilih mobil apa ya buat Bani ya? Mobil mainan.
By that point, RRQ was ready to answer back as well, and the round.
Sabar, bukan mobil ini ya. Mobil kecil anjir. Mobil miniatur.
Pretty brutal. I mean, we've seen runbacks, from positions like this in the past.
Jadi ini mau Civic? Civic? Kenapa Civic semua? Lamborghini nggak sih? Beli ini aja langsung. Wuling Rivi. Beli ini. Warna apa? Warna pink nggak sih? Nge-frag gitu 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮. Ih, 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 mah jago anjay. Bani top frag coy. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 mau frag. Baru sadar gue.
Looks like they really just want to try to get the information first from the get-go, even on the pistol. Not going for a bit of a Hail Mary, not going for anything straight out of the
kalamin. Gigi lu. Nggak boleh gitu ya. Menang ini. Yang pertama buat muter-muter deh ya. Anjir mahal sejuta yang itu nggak mau.
He's watching, see if there's going to be any kind of forward pressure. Smash does have a drone. For now, just doing the rope peek. We'll just back away from that.
Yeah, no drone on the side of 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘦𝘵, so he is going to have to just keep his eyes on mid from Nest the whole time through until they get other information. And if they do want to empty it, they're going to have to make sure that they're careful about how they move around the map.
Baik Pak, jumpa calon berbeda. Kayak mana masa depan Lolik? Iya nih Aulia, masa depan saya terancam. Makanya kayaknya 2024 gue di farewell deh. Dadah Alik. No Alik for 2024. 2025 maksudnya. 2025. Aduh. Nice banget anjing. Banget ban. Nice banget anjir rapid. Udah cabut gak sih? Nggak ada ban. Nggak ada ban lagi. Nggak rapid. What the fuck, nice banget. What the fuck. Anjir. Jalan bener nih trade.
Yeah, I love that they're regrouping towards back of side as well. Right now it's back to a 2v2, but you expect the
tunggu
rest of
bentar
RRQ
ya.
to be split 1-on-1. You already for 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘓𝘬𝘦 might have caught sight of Flips as well.
Oh shit,
and
man.
now it's a 2v1. Great adjustments from Secret. What looked like it might be a rough round, they're able to turn things around with some nice decision making from Jeremy to push out towards the defender spawn.
Pulingnya 2 ban kalau clutch. Nice try anjir. Enti. Fire leak. Oh iya lupa. Sorry guys. Sorry. Bilang dong. Bicara. Nggak ngomong gue full screen dia ya. Sorry. Wah galak bener anjir. Takut gue sama lu pada. Serem banget kocak. Save fotonya aku RRQ.
I mean, maybe that's going to be the continuing trend. It seems like it builds up more and more. But that round, as soon as the execute started happening, a lot of good stuff from both sides. A great counter recon from the side of RRQ.
Alik kok nggak ikut keliling Cirebon, kota Cirebon? Iya, soalnya itu 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 ya. Aku kira yang ikut, aku nggak ikut. Jadi satu kota tuh satu BA guys. Curse is real. Gigi lu enggak ini. Enggak, kasih lah 5 lah. 5 aja.
Ready to send it. Oh, yep. Spots out multiples. Swings back in. Looking to try to put that 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 to use. A couple classics from long range. Definitely favor 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 in that situation. But they do just go ahead and peel away. Crash now expiring though.
Coba main Molelik. Kapan ya? Gue gak mirip 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 anjir, amin sumpah. Your ass, 39, makasih.
Well, 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 does get caught on that push down halls. Ball now set up. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 with a spray.
Waduh, nice banget anjir, what the fuck.
Going for it,
Spray and pray anjir.
Managed to find a kill. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 going to be taken down. A bit unlucky there for him, but still 4v4, the weapon advantage.
Oh,
there you go. Pop flash.
Ya, nice try anjir, David.
Soften up 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 a little bit. He will claim 3. Team Secret will be able to
salam
close out
happy birthday Andrian.
Apa?
Andrian. Jam-Kini kadang nyala, kadang redup. Tapi kok kali ini redup ya? Kenapa ya dia? Kayaknya dia sama Bani ini gantian. Kalau Bani nyala, dia redup. Kalau Bani redup, dia nyala. On off gitu. Lu mirip Jasmine League. Gimana ya? Mungkin karena saya emang Jasmine. Turtunan gue pukul. Gila lu ngomong kers kayaknya Min. Ih gila lu. Gue lagi kena. Nggak ada ya. Remy. Remy mancung banget gila. Mancung bener mancung.
And right now, because of that outlaw RRQ, gonna have to wait for some of these trap plays.
Don't want to give him any opportunity.
What a lineup.
Yep. It's 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's also one of those things where it's like, there was probably a simpler way to do it, but that one just looks a lot cooler as well and a lot safer, so...
Yeah. Across the map.
Yeah, but we will talk about that though, because usually you'd expect that trip to be cleared close. So you're not expecting them to be this ready so fast on the A side.
Yeah, 𝘂𝘓𝘬𝘮𝘮 drone is out on Ambi-turner. It doesn't look left. And now with a push coming through double doors.
Nggak mungkin bonus dong. Aduh.
I'm gonna rotate everybody across, but NDG in a huge backstab position. Lurking his way up through Nest flips, watching this for the moment. NDG trying to take his time. There's the push out.
Oh my, nice banget anjir.
Bit of damage here.
Nice ban. Nice ban.
So much there on the flip. So 89 on the 𝘰𝘯𝘬𝘮.
I mean,
They get ready to go for this, but they have to constantly be looking behind them. They know that Cypher is still going to be in that position. First shot on the Outlaw.
Nice banget, Champion.
Getting the jump. NDG gets the ball. They forgot about him.
I mean, they just assumed that it would take him a lot longer, and on top of that, just the way they lined up next to each other, kind of perfect for the cooldown, which is usually hard to control.
Bro, save aja lah, babi.
Aduh,
pusing.
Here from RRQ, so it's going to be yet another bonus converted, but this time,
Dia dari negara mana? Dari Philippines nggak sih? Tim Secret?
Only 3 rounds now separating.
Pinoy.
Is RRQ curious to see if we see that
Halo
timeout be called right here,
Anggrani.
right now?
Oh, tinggalan nggak? Tinggalan kamu Ryan. Udah round berapa ini?
Always look at for rookies is, are they playing too
Berapa sih round? Berapa sih? 13 ya?
The first match of kickoff, the first match here of stage 1 as well. Very passive, very quiet. But the fact that he's willing to take these peaks on the timing, at least get info. Then he says, I'm going to still press the issue. His job was quite frankly done, right? He could have just stayed there, played, you know, to stay alive, played for time. But he decides to still press the issue because he realized that RRQ's going to start to push away from him. So just good reads, good comms, and great confidence from MDG in that round.
Kayak udah 4 tahun lalu nih. 3 tahun lalu. Nice banget anjir. Aduh, hampir anjir, hampir. Nice try, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Chill.
Called over as 𝘂𝘂𝘬𝘮𝘮 gets himself situated on B site, but that is a huge swing off the back of 𝘂𝑧𝘰𝘮𝑗.
Biasa main role apa di Valorant? Biasa gue main initiator. Initiator atau nggak smoker.
I mean, I'm glad to see it. I really was hoping that
13-9, yo S,
pick up the op a lot more confidently. But you're right, it's not a common sight, at least not since VCT Pacific. Now, unfortunately, this round is not going to be the round where there's a lot of hope for it to find its use of value. I mean, you saw that 𝘂𝑧𝘰𝘮𝑗 was afraid of the flank as well, just given that they've already lost all control.
Trades it out to get a rifle. It is just going to be a bulldog.
What the
fuck? Get the spot. Damn, that's not a fake out. Does buy a little bit of time though. He just send one in. Back pillar. Dancing just opposite side of the wall. 𝘂𝘂𝘮𝘮𝘮 gets the other.
Oh shit, man. Oh shit, man. Oh shit, man.
Viper now shut down. Spike can be planted. Knives popped. Swing onto the corner.
Aduh, nice try anjir 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮. Nice try.
Transition across. 𝘂𝘂𝘮 will pick up 3. Will get the kill.
Bayaran. 10-7 menang, terus 11-7, 12-7, 13-7. Oke, 13-7. 13-7 it is. Milkers enggak. Dapet ini anjir abis ini. Nah, nggak mungkin nggak dapet. Oh, stop. Chill. Kasih dulu. 7. Kasih 1. Mirip Vicky Prasetyo. Ih, Pior.
He's gonna have to drop down off the top here. Full flash in. Plus that recon invested. Now, Poison Orb just gonna be holding everybody at bay there at A main. NDG, miner set up over towards B. Camera set up in elbow.
Cantik banget, makasih lah.
Trying to take some space here and scale up into
Kasih,
mid.
bro.
Yeah, what we saw from RRQ was despite the setup, you would take deep control of elbow, but here it's different for NDG, right? You still take a little bit of control, so you have more mobility from mid. You can still check for elbow,
RRQ kalau nggak
and
bikin
that way you don't have to
deg-degan.
invest too much extra utility if you ever want to rotate back onto the other side. So I like the setup from Secret, but it does look like they've made up their mind.
Udah chill dulu nggak sih?
A bit more of a move here.
Well, I think that one wasn't necessarily what was intended.
I was waiting for something really cool.
I was like, oh, where's this one
manusia tuh di A.
right in front of him, 5 feet away.
Well, that means they'll have to just try to take a little bit more contact, and mid will be the call.
Moments like that, which is why I don't play 𝘂𝘂𝘮𝘮.
I've given up on learning new lineups, man. There's just too many that you have to know at this point.
30 seconds
getting
left.
ready, getting antsy, goes for the swing, has a quick dash out.
Aduh, Jemkin.
Down. 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 now 5 HP, pinged by the recon in a really rough spot. Same for 𝘧𝘰𝘳𝘯𝘬𝘮𝘮. He will just get flushed out.
Aduh, 9 sama anjir.
1v5, I mean, granted, HP bars dangerously low. Does he even try to play for it?
I mean, with just the overall situation right now, I'm gonna guess not. Right? Sure, you can try to go for some cheeky kills on the exit, but your creds aren't exactly all stable. The rounds are getting way closer as well.
ditunggu ya.
The risk seems a bit greater. Perhaps just taking this time to talk things through for the round, and maybe even a timeout afterwards, because one thing I'm noticing is things have flipped. RRQ's the one that's starting to play a little scared. Secret just creeping up one beat at a time.
Eagle-eyed.
Plays it a little bit patiently, see if anybody else is pushing alongside NDG. They are not.
Yeah, what?
Vash, where did that come from? What's he doing?
We know how much time 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘳𝑚 spends trying to figure out lineups, because it's definitely a lot. Probably more than 50%
Mitra satu gini bro, iya nyala di awal doang nih bro. Pusing bro.
I mean, you give this guy a bow, he can just get an arrow to any point of the map.
VRX.
But you have just like an agent stationed on a random part of the map, and they have to
VRX,
It's like Olympic sports, whoever can get the dart the closest in this little circle. That could be a fun game mode.
Yeah. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘳𝑚 definitely up there, but there's the timeout, surely, from the side of RRQ, I would assume. Because right now, for one, they want to cool off Team Secret a bit, but I can't imagine that the comms have been...
Masa gitu sih, masa gue diusir?
Looks a lot different than the first half.
Gila.
A lot more passive, a lot more reactive.
Udah kayak hama aja gua.
Control of the map if they want to continue the lead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times,
Jangan
we do see, this trend into the attacker side favor, but right now, I mean, RRQ, I don't even think this is necessarily like a
sudah lah. Alex marah-marah, udah beda. Ini coachnya ewok. Pan Alex. Maaf. Marah-marah gue. Kayak cuma item dolik nih. Pokoknya. Kalau biasa menangkan game. Hey! Ewok gak mukul-mukul meja. Ewok mah chill orangnya.
Knives still being held on
Satu sama
by
min.
𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮, but
Satu
two
sama.
ults to try to work with.
Oh iya.
Secret, if they can get themselves over onto a site, the post-plant setup could be damn strong for them. A pit. You also have that null command potentially involved there from 𝑬𝘰𝑗.
Jemkin belum makan tuh, bilangin Pape. Pape kayak pusing deh. Dia nonton di sana gitu. Terus kayak, aduh anjing gimana nih? Malas ban sama bangke. Nggak boleh off. Siap Kia. Emang nih ada dajal-dajal nih.
Now, Team Secret seemingly expecting perhaps a bit of a fast push
idaman
from the
lu.
Blake Storm as well, right?
Jadi
Whether it's
idaman
from
gua
walls,
harus
whether it's up
baik,
top and mid,
setia, jujur.
they're not going to spot it,
Baik,
camp
setia,
down.
jujur.
Still a lot of time though, so Secret, they could regain mid if they wanted. They could still send the lurk all the way
baik,
up to
setia,
Relbo.
jujur,
And
nggak
RRQ, now it's up to
ngerokok.
them. If they want to play this
Jujur
the
sih
way
menurut
they
gua paling
started,
penting.
they gotta start to clear out all the sides of
Terus
B,
kalau
because
ngomong A ya A,
Sparrow
tiba-tiba B anjir. Pape pasti berkata kasar. Enggak, Pape juga chill. Kacamata.
Even more aggressive forward position as well. As 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 gets himself situated.
Nggak sebut kangkang aja, iya tipe gua kangkang guys. Udahlah, nggak usah ngomong panjang lebar lagi anjir. Kangkang.
But that's a bit of a curveball.
Pit comes through, but it's not enough to get them onto the site itself. The players playing for the will be decayed down. 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 trying to hold the line, spotted another one, trying to make his exit.
Kenapa? Aduh, nggak bisa nggak sih?
Now that's going to be the neural
Bisa dimajuin anjir.
that could really upset the players trying to hold main. Still going to be able to find one that drops the pit.
Nice banget Bani chill, tungguin temen lu ada di sana. Temen lu di sana. Nah. Nice banget Bani.
Knows that he's going to try to have to stick to this spike plant. Pulls off of it, and that is going to be the round one. We'll be able to get the kill just for good measure, but even if he had died, all they need to do is have 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 stay alive.
Nggak jadi 9-sama.
Break this win streak. It's 5 consecutive rounds.
Kita 8-10, let's
Built
go.
up here for the side of Team Secret. They now get themselves up to double digits.
Baik, setia, jujur, yang ngerokok kacamata tinggi di bawah 95. Nah, gue gak peduli sih lu tinggi lu berapa. Ya, jarang banget ada cowok tinggi di bawah gue. Itu dia.
and they were able to just
Nyala
clear out
Valor.
mid, plant 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 on the lurk, and then his 4-man stack ready.
Tapi itu menurut gue ultinya bagus sih, si Banik. Menurut gue masih dia nggak ulti, mending gue deh kayaknya. Soalnya nggak bisa nungguin si 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 kan. Ya, akhirnya dia juga di-pick sih.
Decent cash here for, you know, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝑗. They've got enough stacked up,
Ape,
but
pick BB.
heavy investment as attack operator once again in play for Jeremy.
Tinggi minimal sebetulnya Yakult. Anjing.
Yep. Just have to back away. They're just going to stay tucked behind the box. It's not going to go deep enough to actually get the spot.
Apa cuy?
Well, 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 seemingly quite aware of that fact as well.
Ekonominya RRQ mulai membaik.
But do they expect the up? Apparently not so much.
Seems like a big no. Huge kill found. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮 has been a thorn in their side throughout this entire map.
Ada orang jam.
Nice and early. Bodes well for Team Secret as they get ready to cluster up and make their push in here towards main.
Wah, ketahuan anjir. Estrella sendiri anjir.
Right as that knife does come through. Undodged. Cage comes up, push into the smoke, and with the shorty in hand, Jeremy finds himself a second kill. B-side completely broken open. You can already see.
Susah di-take begini, Bang.
Go ahead and save. Looks like maybe 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮, given that he does have
Kocak anjir di
knives. That's
Sivash.
just gonna keep happening.
Gimana retake kayak begini nih, dipantekin OP.
Widely, we're just going to be waiting for the spike to explode.
Save ya.
Yeah, I mean, you can still try to stabilize some way or another in that next round here with the Blade Storm, so...
Jeremy habis makin nih nyindir mulu. Nggak gitu Del, dia tuh emang ramah senyum. Kamu nggak boleh netting sama orang. Oh parah sih. Bani kayaknya menyala demi mobil baru Dami. Demi mobil wuling ya, yang pink itu. Itu masih ingat gak yang minta foto di lift Senayan City? Ingat, itu lu ya? Itu lu, itu bukan gua. Terus bukan, kalau Bibi datang ntar diajak ngomong nggak? Ajak dong, masa nggak ngajak ngobrol? Ajak dong. Jeremy jago gini bro, nggak santuy. 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 belum nyala soalnya. Jadi lagi jet div nih sekarang. Tapi ayo kamu masih bisa 𝘰𝘰𝘮 ya. Minus aja tuh kayak gue. Kalau juga September min sama kayak seorang dong. Ya, sama kayak 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮. Makanya sih temen gue. Mereka Handy.
He's always got someone to support him as well, so he's not
Tadi
just
jebol mulu
going for those dry peaks. And Team Secret
tadi pas,
looks like
betul
they're
pas
prepared
si
for a bit
David
of an aggressive push
di
out.
base sendirian bisa sendiri gitu jaganya.
And don't
Tapi dia
allow
malah
Jeremy to get picked off from afar. A bit of an off angle. The Blade Storm activated. Secret starts to back out just a tad bit.
Not quite clearing the drone and also not quite covering.
Jelek bener itu anjir.
By now. Being invested there from 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮. Trying to come up the works here as
aduh 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮.
well, knives go flying. 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 not able to find anything there. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 Fury now coming across.
Nice banget anjir. Ulti lu bagus bener. Agai.
Null command comes in. Nothing him to find a follow up. It's just going to be passing that spike back across the way. Maybe even ushering it over towards A, or at least wanting to fake like they're going to be doing that.
The null command still lets RRQ know that for now it's going to be that B hit though.
Belum anjir, belum masuk guys.
Couple knives remaining here for
Gila.
𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮.
Util dipakai semua sama RRQ.
Trying to try to check, nothing spotted though. But also doesn't see anybody rotating. Looks like 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 gonna go on a bit of a walkabout here, but now that the recon invested here on the B site, you should have a better idea that this is where the spike is going to end up. There's only 30 seconds remaining.
Anjir,
I'm not seeing or
anjir.
hearing anything at all on A.
RRQ's in a much better position in terms of knowledge, right? They've got the Cypher set up on A. They've got mid control and flips as well.
Push up into the smoke. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 going to be taken down.
Nice banget anjir.
Be able to find that. Does get traded now. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 striking from tunnel. Able to find two.
Nice banget. Planting.
There's the
No time.
reveal getting ready to come in.
Ini 1 HP, 1 HP.
Across the
Nice
spike.
banget 1 HP ini mah.
Pop flash up 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮. So
Nice
very
banget.
blind. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 is able to flush
Yuk,
him out.
bareng. One. Oh, nice banget. Nice
Will
banget.
fall RRQ again. Narrow margins. They do get the close out here on this round. They continue pressing towards a win here on Breeze. Just 2 more to go. Team
Dan
Secret.
itulah anjir. Player dia, gue mah apa tuh, Diamond. BO3 ya, BO3. Wah, sumpah jantung gue sih.
you know,
RRQ nggak ada yang
Flips
bisa
just
OP
trying
ya?
to kind of go for these hero plays to get a pick way deep
Nggak
into
ada
enemy
OP,
territory.
jadi.
But this time, correctly understanding their position, their utility, they knew that the pressure was on Team Secret. Now Borkum sneaks, you know, right behind him an elbow and sure tries to make a fight
Tulis
for it.
apaan? Kill split.
But the Yoru being able to
Cosplay
sneak
gua
right back
biasa.
inside as well, huge
Santai
value
dulu nggak sih?
to keep that lead.
Yang penting entry, kalau duelist tuh entry.
𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 does pick that up here.
Apa-apa nggak nge-kill, walaupun harusnya nge-kill sih.
plenty.
Nggak apa-apa first game.
𝘬𝘮𝘮𝘦 sticking with it on this attack, trying to see if anybody goes for an aggressive peek in towards shop, but everybody right now statuesque from RRQ over on that A site.
I mean, especially now with a Cypher and an op, even less reason to go for these greedy plays. Now, again, like I mentioned, and seemingly like Team Secret is prepared for, RRQ, they have a habit of doing that. So I don't blame Team Secret for it, but the resulting situation is that they've wasted 40 seconds without gaining any information. They currently don't have much control of any part of the map. They're going to have to slowly creep up for that extra control.
There's no real presence or scaling here. Looks like Borkum maybe can get himself once again into a position to find a nasty flank, but is being noted and watched at least ever so slightly by 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘦𝘵 and 𝘧𝘰𝘳𝘀𝘀.
Take flight.
Flips, he has to have that trigger ready on that gate crash.
Thrown
Ketahuan
out.
nggak sih?
I don't think this is noted. The Yoru up close. I mean, they're just rushing it into the door.
Nice!
Ripped to shreds. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘀 able to find him. Jeremy
Nyokap.
picks up one kill. Just the Yoru displaced, and now Jeremy is all on his lonesome.
Yeah.
Does find 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮. A quick swing onto the corner. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘀 will find
Itu-
himself a third as RRQ get themselves now up to map point.
I see the idea there from Secret, right? They still suspect the Yoru just because the drone gets taken out way too quickly before it's able to get past that orb on the poison cloud. So they're thinking, all right, we want to swing this. We've already got members from mid coming in through double doors. Let's pressure that, create the chaos, and then we'll have our own flash at the back of sight to set you guys up. The unfortunate part is 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘀 gets that first kill initially, and then, you know, both sides getting flashed seemingly by the KO.
Nice!
Makes
Nice!
that fight drag
Nice,
out too
guys!
long. The main forces from main not able to come in quick
Telat dikit
enough.
ngaruh.
Well, now, last-ditch effort here from Team Secret with this timeout to try
Ini
to see
lebaran
if they
nggak
can
mudik.
extend this.
Kemana gue?
3 rounds consecutively, we know that they're capable of that. They
Ini
had
juga
that
match pertama
5-round
hari
streak
ini RRQ harus
coming
santai
into the
dulu kalau
second half.
menang. Betul, setuju.
What does the economy look
Yang
like?
Rusianya turun mesin.
How do the players look when they're put the task? Need that to give us our second overtime so far. Pacific, they have been eluding us. Finally got one of them last, I believe.
Yeah, actually. Well, the thing about this is it could end up just being a story of you gave one too many rounds in the first half, right? I mean, you talked about the 5-round win streak. That's one more than RRQ had at the start of their attacking half, winning the pistol. So obviously both teams understanding how to take advantage of the map itself and how to play that side. But you started the second half 9-3, and it's always going to be an uphill battle at that point. Team Secret yet to be able to overtake them or tie them even, always at least one round away.
Right. Knives popped. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 with a warning shot. As a recon went flying up in towards halls.
Wah, lagi bisa yuk.
This is
Anjir.
unassailable position
Mana sih
for you.
event gue anjir.
Let's rotate back down now, joining
Ini
in
top 4 gini.
alongside 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 here
Jago
on the
cuy
side
Bani
where
mah.
any kill.
Telepon 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 RRQ masih lawan sepadan.
This is a very
Santai dulu gak sih?
here from RRQ.
Pusing anjir.
Knives at the ready. Jeremy swinging around
Nice
the back inside, just
banget.
managed to
Aduh,
find,
di-trade
or does
anjir.
get taken down rather by 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮, but Envy trades it back quickly. Keeping the
It's
numbers
closing.
evened up, and
Closing
shotgun
itu.
right there at Jesse Bash's feet. I mean, will get taken down. Envy
Berat
finds
itu
himself
kah,
the second
closing?
one, but it was good damage dealt. Bash and Borkum both going to be tagged up, and now Envy with a third. Finds flips. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 gets two. The op shots. Looking crisp, looking
Pick me,
clean.
kata 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮.
Still more targets. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮
Pick
just
me
now
more, bro.
ready to arrive
Bro, ini
over
nih, saya
double
tidak suka
doors,
ini.
working his way through mid.
Yeah, time is not in favor of RRQ because the thing is they have no idea where
Nggak tahu
NDG
dah
is.
si
They were partially
ND.
waiting for that. They suspect it.
Aduh, nggak bisa.
You can see 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮, he thought for sure he absolutely had that one nailed. And now we'll just have to make the call to go for the save.
Aduh, kalau itu dapat udah
Could buy another one, but
GWP.
instead, yep, we'll just hold on to this and allow for Team Secret to get the round win and get themselves up to double
closing
digits.
boleh sih guys, closing dikit.
Man, It's one of those rounds.
Boleh.
RRQ off the bat, sure, you have the open halls, and then he's just holding from bridge. They just want to hold on to yellow, right?
Kalau
That
spray off,
container in the
RRQ nggak
back
bisa
side
ikut
on A,
Pasifik lagi
and
ya.
they had the dimensional drift. Everything was there for a potential retake on A. Now, obviously, not the best way
Itu kan
to play that, so you want to
tergantung.
put some pressure. But then credit to Envy, understanding that they want to push out in case that there's an early regress. That's what's been messing them up on Team Secret. RRQ always one beat ahead of them. And Envy this time counters that. The perfect bodyguard for Team Secret. Brings home the 10th round win. Now the pit available for �ヲ𝑰 as well, so double ultimates. Obviously not exactly the best, the pit for the retake. But we'll see where it comes into use.
All right, well, Glimpse taking a forward position. Is able to get the catch there on the Jeremy. Exit. Finally slowed up and denied as �ヲ𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 does come through, but 𝘧𝘰𝘀 holding it pillar, finds 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘵 going to be taken down. Now suddenly just Envy and MDG all in their lonesome. No kills found, no way to invest that neural theft. They desperately need to do something now to keep themselves in this round, in this map. Throwing the scout, Envy pulls back. Right now it is looking dire. Not impossible here for the side of Team Secret. Insult to injury, pit invested. That's going to be the dimensional drift as well as 𝘋𝘰𝘯𝘓, one in the chase forward, trying to get the catch, but 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 ready to get the catch, finds NDG, gets the final shot there onto Envy. 13 and 10, the opening map of Breeze, Team Secret's pick, but not their winning spot. It is going to be RRQ taking that away from them.
I mean, definitely a close game. And Secret, they seem to catch on to things just one round too late in each half.
Sorry, Bu Negara, anjir gue nggak bisa nggak angkat.
Supposedly for this draft,
Nice banget, anjir, closing. Sabar, ulang dulu nggak sih? Gue belum nonton sampai. Sabar. Gue belum nonton dengan fokus, anjir. Ih, Bape! Hai, Pak. Ini hati untuk Bapak. Semoga aku nggak di farewell ya, Pak, tahun depan. Makasih. Ulang dulu nggak sih? Ulang dulu nggak sih?
An extra buff here today. We saw
Ulang round. Woi, gue belum nonton.
those rounds. RRQ off the bat, sure, you have the open halls, and then he's just holding from bridge. They just want to hold on to yellow, right? But then credit to Envy,
Si paling ulang tahun di PMI.
they want to push Team Secret.
Cepetan, anjir.
Brings home the 10th round win. Now the pit available, the best, the pit for the retake. But we'll see where it comes into use.
Well,
Mas banget, anjir, Bani. Bani lagi kah kunci kemenangan?
Exit. Finally
Bener.
slowed up and denied as �㲃𝘮𝘮𝘮 does come through, but 𝘧𝘰𝘀 holding it pillar, finds 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮𝘦 going to be taken down. Now suddenly just Envy and
GG,
MDG
Kak
all in
Manis.
their lonesome. No kills found, no way to invest that neural theft. They desperately need to do something now to keep themselves in this round, in this map. Throwing the scout, Envy pulls back. Right now it is looking dire. Not impossible here for the side of Team Secret. Insult to injury, pit invested. That's going to be the dimensional drift as well as 𝘋𝘰𝘯𝑓, one in the chase forward, trying to get the catch, but 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝑗 ready to get the catch, finds NDG, gets the final shot there onto Envy. 13 and 10, the opening map.
Bagus lu teleponan terus, kurang ajar. Wah, ini menang karena saya mendukung RRQ dengan sepenuh hati. Ayo RRQ, kamu pasti bisa. Ayo kamu bisa. Saya bisa like mode jadi agen Valo. Upsi out. Hey, menang ini bro, chill dulu gak sih? Senyum lebar tuh Pape. Iyalah, ulang tahun dikasih kemenangan sih, boleh happy. Ini packingnya buru-buru ya, Min. Jadi salah alamat. Enggak, kok aja kamu. Enggak, cuman karena lebaran jadi kayak pada tutup semua gitu loh ininya, JNE sama Tiki-nya. Next mapnya apa? Next mapnya kita, mapnya RRQ. Split. Split. Decidernya Icebox. Oh, ada pilihan tim secret. Iya, emang gak boleh milih tim secret sih. Emang cuma boleh RRQ doang.
But I saw mostly Team Secret was clearing it, so no opportunities for this time, but I'm hoping someday somebody at least tries it.
Would be nice to see it someday. I think the mental game, even if you just get away with it, you know, and you like get one kill and you immediately die, it doesn't matter because you kind of fooled your opponents. Didn't get it this time around. I mean, flip side around, the 𝘰𝘯𝘬𝘮𝘮 did get the majority of the kills and was kind of the MVP of his team this time around. But yeah, a lot of the early part of this map was RRQ on the attack, got a very substantial lead. It was 9-3 in the first half, and you know, it was a big comeback from Team Secret. I think their attacker side looked pretty strong.
Mas banget Lik, belum makan. Udah makan. Kalau pilih TS, vote di mana Lik? Nggak boleh pilih TS. Cuman RRQ one and only. Yes. Apa itu TS? Ini kok ada suaranya iya nih? Wih, keren. Splitnya menangnya 100%, 1-0.
And Split is the next map. Team Secret has not shown Split
David.
at all during kickoff.
Ini David, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮, 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮𝘮, Bani. Bani pakai apa ya? Oh, Bani. Bani ini ya? Bani, 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮, David, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮, mungkin gitu ya? Bentar lagi tidur sih itu. Jujur gue lumayan ngantuk sih sekarang. Udah lama gue gak ngantuk kayak gini.
Yeah, it's kind of a coin flippy map sometimes, especially for Team Secret.
Kalau kakak di mana?
Last year they were like really good at it.
Di hati gue nggak sih?
They kind of fell apart on it, so I don't know what to expect. I mean,
maksaan vote bisa diajukan ke MK ini.
Right now it's been a really rough week.
Ya udah nggak usah pakai, kamu tinggal golput. Ngapain nge-vote? Makanya 2-0-in like biar cepet tidur. Iya nih, gue juga mau.
And now sort of those expectations have been ripped out from underneath you. So how do you feel like, how are you going to be able to mentally recover? So a lot of pressure going to be on �ㄉ𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 and 𝘬𝘪𝘬𝘮 as the leaders of that team to get their players kind of back into it here. RRQ looked pretty dialed in, especially on that first half. So I think this is going to be really rough. This is a map RRQ loves. They're great on their defender side. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, and we've seen 6 bans from Team Secret so far this year. So it's definitely not a map they're going to be feeling too comfortable on. And I just feel like, as you were saying, paper thin, the mental game is going to be huge coming into this one. I think that RRQ, you know, I was very curious to see how they were going to start off. They came out really fast.
Katanya 1 minggu ini full live stream. Katanya 1 minggu ini full live stream. Itu siapa? Ibu ya?
And kind of expecting a 2-0 after watching the way that map wins. Map 1 wins.
I completely agree with you guys.
Sama Fit tinggian siapa? Tinggian dia?
Here at the analyst desk, I'm always happy to see teams reveal new maps that they haven't played in a while. It's always really exciting. And what else we're going to reveal? Your first time playing this game. It's called officially it's called the Guessing Game Poll.
I don't feel like anyone could catch �ㄚ𝑎𝑠ℎ𝑒𝑟 at this point, but we'll see. He's dominating.
He is dominating. And today you guys get your rank. We all start at gold here, and we have this question, and if you get it correct, you get to rank.
Full live stream.
You rank down. Very simple. The question is,
full live stream Wikipedia. Kita cari dulu ya.
On the second map, which is
Kok China sih? Sabar tengok dulu gak sih? Bukan yang ini, kocak. Sabar. Kick off sih.
What if that's my vote?
Aduh.
Do I get to rank up twice because it's like in roulette when you like get on
or
one of the
double
numbers.
RR, where you like jump ranks.
The next vote you get double the rank.
Gue mau nanya.
Okay.
Okay.
So
well,
I say yes now, and then
Gue mau nanya.
she stopped making up rules. Okay, so we have our
Jadi kan ini.
here, so you guys can think about this.
Aduh, pegel anjir. Gue mau nonton si Kangkang main kan kemarin. Kok nggak ada ya?
They win the thrifty, right?
Ya, live-nya itu nggak di-save gitu loh sama mereka. Iya, gue nggak bisa nonton. Kapan ke CMPL? Pas lawan Dewa, nanti gue nonton.
Alright, well, let's show in 3, 2,
Gimana ya guys? Supaya gue bisa nonton live-nya si Kangkang ini.
So what's your thought process, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘮𝘮?
Well, I mean, they have 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘦𝘵, right? He can use
Baju RRQ mana? Ini baju RRQ cuy. Respect RRQ EVOS.
Money. He doesn't need credits to
Yang map kedua pick siapa? Picknya RRQ. Split. Malam mau ke toko nggak sih? Kalau lagi gabut. Malam boleh sih malam. Mau stream lagi. Malam buka toko kah? Mau buka toko atau mau stream VCT ini? VCT-nya Amrik. Amrik siapa main hari ini?
Team Secret's gonna be on the thrifties more often. More likely, exactly.
Oh, jam 5 cabut ya guys.
And you know, Team Secret can get fired up
talon
when they're
besok.
on the down. We've
Tidak
definitely
menarik.
seen that happen over and over again. So I feel
Menarik
like
lumayan
those
aja
things
ini.
are gonna be Team Secret side, and hopefully rank up because
Besok gua ngapain ya?
we're still stuck in gold.
Besok hari Selasa.
All right, we are gonna see the Asian picks.
Gabut
I surely
Perut,
Team
woy.
Secret
Ini gue nonton nanti
figure
4
out
hari lagi.
did let this map
Bentar ya.
after all.
GPRX
Here we
4 hari
go.
lagi.
Forest splits the Asian picks between
Week
Team
2.
Secret and RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to be super out of
Nah,
the
nih.
ordinary. Okay, well, Team Secret actually quite a bit different here.
Yeah, sorry.
With the breach and the fade. That's well off.
Sakit
of
perut,
what they
sakit perut, sakit
usually
perut.
run. I mean, usually you got a Sky in there for them. Jesse.
I thought
Thank you,
they
Del.
would just go standard and
Thank
say,
you.
okay, we really need to get some like
Unavailable,
solid ground
coy.
underneath us, like get some foundation, but yeah, definitely going with some interesting picks that you don't
Di ini deh kayaknya emang di lock sumpah sama dia.
It does look pretty standard,
Gak bisa nonton.
More or less.
Noris jangan lupa botang jam 5. Halo Kak Dika. Annyeonghaseyo. Iya aku jam 5 baru jalan, aku telat ya. Aku telat banyak. Kalian main dulu aja. Perut lu masih ada waktu. Enggak, gue lagi dapet anjir. Keluarin like ntar jadi penyakit. Ya nggak bisa nonton Kangkang. Makanya gue bete banget. Kemarin gue pengen nonton kagak bisa. Jadi kemarin gue nonton sih ini �ヲ𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 lawan 𝘂𝘰 lagi. C9 lawan siapa kemarin? Leviathan. Budi butuh THR belum kah? Belum cair. Toko gue pukul lo ya, yang minta toko ya. Oh kirain. Ini katanya mau skip utang. Enggak lah, gue lagi pengen utang nih. Kemarin gue udah semingguan anjir nggak berutang. Jadi yang mana guys? Lucu banget anjir. Ini lucu banget gak sih? Ini Bumblebee. Ini juga lucu yang hijau. Oh lucu banget. Gimana dong? Apa nih? Bisa jalan? Bisa jalan coy. Sabar. Ini terlalu canggih gak sih buat Bani? Ini canggih banget anjir.
By Team Secret, Estrella at the ready, holding on to the paranoia, ready to send that over towards main, but we'll have a control now.
Wah anjir, keren ya. Wah anjir, gerak coy. Oke, kita main ini ya. Kita main ini nanti. Nanti gue foto itu kali ya sama Bani ya. Foto mobil. Anjir. Oh, nice banget anjir. Oh shit man. Oh shit man. Oh shit man. Oh shit man. Woi, yang bener aja. Siapa yang tadi ngatain 𝘭𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 bot frag? 𝘭𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 nggak nyala. Ini nyalanya di map kedua, soalnya semuanya udah nyala di map 1. Anjir. GG bro. Menyala abang 𝘭𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮. Anjir. 4K. Anjir. Triple pick loh padahal. Anjir. Kocak banget. Anjir gila. Panas bro 𝘭𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮. Alik yang bilang, enggak bukan gua, gila lu. Gua aja mulu. Itu kalau coach TS-nya Alex meja hancur. Atau apa? Aduh, bang. Wah. Ketemu tuh yang ngeler, bro. Ngeri sedap begini, bro. Nice banget anjir, Espero. Udah. Aduh, lowbat lagi. Nice banget. Aduh, tapi mahal, babi. Bang, mahal bang.
Yes. I mean, losing out on a lot there, but a good read from 𝘋𝘰𝘯'𝘵 at the end as well, right? Here's a drop, so he's 6.5, and expects him to have to run up.
Anjir, nice banget sumpah. Anjir, nice banget. Di Free Fire gitu, anjir. Mahal, nggak apa-apa mahal, yang penting menang. Nggak apa-apa. Udahlah. Point is a point. Nggak apa, abis ini dievaluasi, dimarahin dah. Terus selanjutnya kita akan jadi lebih baik. Tadi nama mobilnya apa? Wuling 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘦𝘵. Mobil kotak. Kirain bakal ngambil Vandal dulu. Oh, ngambil dia. Itu ngambil gak sih si 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮? Si apa? David ambil Vandal di 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮. Di Free Fire, bukan. Free Fire, bukan Free Fire ya adik-adik ya. Tolong. Kenapa ya TS tadi? Oh. Kurang tahu ya. One HP lagi bangke. Dulu gak sih?
For now, it will be a man advantage here for Team Secret.
Rotate yuk.
Rotates out of Ramen, gets himself collected and ready to approach.
Lari, nobody.
From 𝘋𝘰𝘯'𝘵 can try to spot for this
15
one.
senjata ya?
He also has a neural theft available.
30 seconds left. Find you.
And we'll be able to
Senjata bro.
get a
Cakep.
weapon, it seems,
Nice,
as well.
nice.
So 2 rifles,
Chill.
very low. Orb secured. I mean, RRQ already decent amount of
cakep.
value. Now, if they can take away a couple
Udah tuh 1
bullets,
HP
that'd be
anjir.
huge. And in fact,
Beli
Jesse's
banget
gonna be
kulitnya.
alone. Low health. Bit of an off angle though.
You can find the headshot. He does.
Nggak dicek anjir. Cek ya sama.
Gonna find the position of 1. Suspect the rest of the players are going to be here on the site itself as 𝑛V nearly peeking out from back pillar. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 with 1 kill would give him a showstopper, but it still would be 3 more targets to try to play through. 𝘧𝘰𝘮 with the spot 1, just going to be swapping out the weapons there, grabbing the Phantom up now. Backs away, looks like widely. RRQ ready and willing to concede this round. It's not gonna go enough.
This is good.
Oh, nice banget 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮, bikin mahal 𝘧𝘰𝘮. Ini baru naik mahal guys. Ini mahal.
Put on Team Secret. The round will be theirs all the same.
I mean, well played with what they had for RRQ, right? Obviously, the round had already crossed the line way long
Nice.
But
Mahal.
doesn't get spotted by any of the utility, doesn't go for the aggressive peeks off of the utility, and that forces them to decide, okay, we gotta go somewhere else. These guys are set up outside of B main. Couple extra kills here for 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮. He's got that showstopper online now for round 4. And I mean, sure, teams they'll take whatever they can, and Jesse trying to get the team a little bit more energized. But for now,
still feels a bit rough, a bit forced.
Exactly.
Ada ini min.
Very good position to try to take back control of this.
Iya, gue juga udah lihat itu Del. Gue udah nonton depannya doang. Pengen nyari yang full nggak ada. Last bet 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮, mantap ya. What the fuck? Anjir, nice banget. Duh, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝘦𝘵 manis. Nice banget bro. Ya ampun anjing. 1 HP, dua-duanya. Tuh orang tinggal sentil mati anjir.
Low HP, not even a single
Tolong siapapun sentil mereka.
between the 3 remaining players on Secret, but with a chance to tie things up at 2-2.
One spotted, 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮𝑚 now having to be pushed out, and they decide just to ignore it. The Nightfall, they're aware of the location.
Prowler on the hunt. More having to look every which way. Trapwire now coming through the chase in. 𝘭𝘮𝘮𝘮 now on for an ace. You can find this final limb. Drop down, hears it, swings it, gets it. 𝘭𝘮𝘮𝘮 with the ace. To get Secret tied up at 2-2.
An incredible ace from 𝘭𝘮𝘮𝘮. First of all, it gets past, all the way up through a ramp, despite the showstopper coming out. They take out the cam, and they're already one person ahead of it through the cyber cages. A great setup with the paranoia as well. That sets them up, goes past the paint shells, and he knows at this point he has to be the one opening the site. And just good positioning, good utility for post plan as well.
Well, if you want to get the rookie and the rest of the team jazzed up, that is certainly one way to do it. Huge round there from him. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘓 still holding on to his own mural theft. And stack here. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘓 just staying tucked around the corner. 2 rifles here for RRQ. And one is Stinger, Sheriff, Ghost.
Hard sell
Siapa
on
nama
that
lu?
sound
Ya,
fade
Chris.
as well from Flip. So Team Secret still wary
Sehat
of it
nih.
now.
Kalau
Real
gini nggak
question
sehat
is do they
anjing.
suspect 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 at any point?
Berdua dulu nggak ya?
Obviously, they don't even have to
Gini
press it,
mainnya.
right? Of course, it's
2
going to be a weaker
mid,
buy from RRQ.
Heaven.
Team Secret rightfully choosing that they don't want to take the risk, that they just, you sense something fishy. It's just not worth it going into such a tight space like vents.
Yeah, even if
Iya. Lumayan
you don't
Kia.
necessarily have to read the 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮 going to be tucked there in the vent itself, but you could still suspect that there's going to be presence in mail.
Sini dikit ngaruh.
Yeah, try to push into that one. Pull off the camera there. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘓 doesn't manage to get the dart across.
Reset
Now
ke
gonna be
manis.
cleared out. So we'll see the lion's share of Team Secret making their way forward here onto the side.
Mampus, 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 mampus.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Nice headshot found, but Shredder not quite ready for that forward elbow pressure. Paint shells will not be able to deter the plant, so still does come through. Nash not eating too much damage. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘓 will fall on that swing out. That's one of the rifles now on the floor.
Yeah, and a good push out into screens as well, since they gave up full main control.
Gak ada ini ya, Sok.
Sure, the trip was there, but they didn't have heaven
Akun
either,
meninggo
so
ya,
Team Secret,
anjay.
instead of getting caught and having to cover too many angles, they decided to push out and eliminate portions of the site.
Kok nice banget sih, Jasmine?
Pop flash, but Sheriff in
Nice
hand.
try,
Nash
anjir.
down on the
Nice try,
side
nice try.
himself, had enough of an angle to go
Nice
after
banget
the
sih,
only board, so
anjir.
staves
Bego.
off any further deaths here for the
Salah itu
squad.
musuh Jasmine.
Secret now will take the lead.
Salah ngomong. Salah.
Right, so it's another round
Salah maksudnya nice. Aduh nggak tahu, anjir kelapa.
Double blast pack into the push forward off the rolling thunder.
Man, that is some memories right there.
Back to 2021 Reykjavik.
Waduh, ayo. Gua ngomong salah baru pada nongol lu semua. Gila ya.
As long as he
Dari tadi gue dukung RRQ sepenuh hati, kagak ada yang nongol.
They're ready for it. It's definitely
Gila lu semua gila.
clearing out close so that they can get set up. The breach trying to get in position afterwards. Showstopper's gonna go forward.
Oh shit, man. Nice bro.
Close angle, rolling thunder now gonna come to play is 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮.
Aduh, nice banget 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 anjir.
Ramp binding too. Nash and 𝘭𝘮𝘮𝘮 both gonna be taken down. Man advantage now here for the
Bunny,
side
bunny.
of RRQ, but
Bunny.
equalizes. Flip Shredder will fall almost before that neural theft does come in. They're on the prowler, swing out.
Bareng dong, woi. Aduh.
Gets himself 3, and yeah, the rest of the team is able to do anything for RRQ. Team Secret's now 4 rounds in a row. Drop the pistol, drop the
Real
eco.
farewell kah?
Since then,
Jangan.
it has been clean.
Jangan anjing.
Saw the chemistry right there as well. Off of the prowler. They
Ratusan
hear the
orang
drop.
yang nonton
Just
Clipper
that
semua
double
nih.
swing out.
Emang kurang ajar lo
Behind
semua.
screens and elbow as well.
Clip yang bagus-bagus tadi kayak
Set up still
apa ya
from the
tadi
crowd as well
bagus-bagus.
on Envy. And
Ya,
Jeremy looks
gue
a
dukung
lot more
RRQ.
confident. He seems to be taking things
Terus,
by the rein here on split.
Gue bilang
for the
𝘧𝘰𝘮
attacking side.
jago
It's just a little
banget.
bit of that extra
Apa kek yang
work that they
baik-baik?
need to
Kenapa
breathe,
sih
and they're
harus
straight
yang
back on RQ's pick.
lagi keceplos? Bukan keceplosan, salah ngomong.
Yep, I mean, I think this is
Keceplosan.
certainly a position that
Bukan,
RRQ,
Min.
nor us,
Salah bicara, namanya manusia bisa typo anjing.
just given. I mean, Secret, the win percentage on split alone, not great, but it's
Ulti 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 nggak dipakai, Lik.
not
Ya
playing.
soalnya dari tadi ulti nggak kena-kena.
Aside from the newer maps such as Sunset and
Dua
whatnot,
kata lucu, nice
one of
banget.
these played, I think it's like 17 times.
Ini kok ya David sih?
They played it. Team Secret has been an organization
Doppelganger
since the
begitu di
beginning of
VCT
True,
anjir.
true, yeah, it goes way back.
Leper
So
yang
obviously
hati.
something
Ya
they've noticed
Tuhan.
time and time again. And
Nggak ada yang mau narik dulu nih.
perhaps trying to identify the
Udah nggak
weakness
sih?
of that, and maybe suspecting
Stop nggak sih?
that, you know, what are you gonna do, right?
Fokus
Double
dulu,
duelist no
anjirin,
longer
lagi kalah nih,
an option. Obviously,
guys.
We haven't seen it since NDG joined, and thinking that, okay, double duelist was kind of your go-to because you couldn't figure out what else you wanted to do with the meta. And now, what's going to be your option? But Team Secret, their own take, on this
Tapi punya sering mah nggak wajar, ini nggak sering cuy, baru sekali, gila ya lu.
So I like the flexibility. We'll see if
Kenapa
RRQ
Krisna?
figured out the answer.
Masalahnya tuh lu keceplosan mulu. Sekali! Mana ada mulu? Baru sekali, kocak.
Swing out from flips. Gonna go unpunished, even though it was a fairly wide peak. Does manage to back away.
So one thing that we're noticing is RRQ, even after the timeout and before it as well, they don't want to give up mid control, right? Their positioning, their reactions are always about trying to keep mid control, but also their utility setup, etc. on the sides of the map aren't exactly being respected, just because there's so much pushing power from Team Secret. So this time at least a quicker rotation as Secret being a bit more cautious post timeout.
𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 taking a very aggressive position here.
Anjir, nice banget sih kata gue. Nice banget anjing. Nice banget. Nice. Nice. Anjir, kocak banget anjir. Si David mental cuy, pakai satchelnya si Race. Anjir, kocak. Nice guys. Aduh, lucu dikit. Apa kapan ini upload video farewell Alex? Janganlah, lu mau gue di farewell, ntar kangen loh. Ntar gue jarang stream kalau misalnya gue di farewell, soalnya gue sedih. Terus gue jarang stream. Terus gue nggak post IG juga, soalnya gue nggak keliling kota. Terus nice banget, flawless kan manis. Terus nanti gue makin gak ada teman, soalnya temen gue cuma Felin. Lah, kocak. Jarang stream, betul. Lo jangan ngomong farewell mulu, tahu nih lo semua. Terus gitu Tan. Udah itu aja sih, gue juga bingung. Dia nggak ada gaji bulanan. Setuju. Terus tiba-tiba serba runangan. Alik dan Kangkang. Jangan gitu lah, masa gue nikah? Tuh gue nikah pakai nama ini, nama game. Enggak lah, Jasmine dan Yongkang. Aduh, enggak lah, apa sih Jasmine? Dia masih kecil. Enggak lah, gue itu idol dong kok. Tapi kalau Tuhan masih lebih nggak apa-apa. Nice banget anjir midnya. Nggak pernah jebol gitu. Bangun bro. Oh ya, sorry. Sorry. Bangun. Udah bangun ini.
Not much more utility to hold on to mid though, unless you rotate some people over, right? All snake bites are now gone.
Thinking about what he wants to go for. Jeremy trying to get the drop.
Aduh, nice banget.
Covering fire. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 there. He's there to protect. Showstopper out. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 has already claimed that kill. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 down on the drop down. There's going to be one in there.
3 HP coy. 3 HP. 3 bullet. Santai dulu gak sih? Oh, nice guys. Bareng. Berdua. Double pick. Neng. Aduh, bodoh. Nice banget �𝘰𝘯𝘕. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 is back. Jangan meremlik.
I mean, Flips is acting as some amazing bait. So many of these rounds, right? Obviously, sometimes he gets caught, but that's maybe second, third time now.
Bukan nama
He's able to draw them in and just be prepared for it this time with the help of 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕. 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘕 was sitting in
Tapi nggak mau sama cowoknya. Masa dia nyuri? Kayak sang pencuri. Pencuri hati. Ayo dong men, tiba-tiba ya bucin. Iya anjir, gue speechless anjir, gue udah gak ngerti lagi. Gue kayak dia bilang nikah ini bentar lagi. Indah udah nikah. Kapan? Dukung tim mana? Kamu gila ya? Owen. Coba diajar dulu teman-teman. RRQ _ALLYC dukungnya. Nah. Kapan nih IRL bucin? Nantilah. Tunggu dapet jodohnya anjir. Jodohnya belum ada. Apa gue? Tunggu dapet yang baik, setia, jujur, kacamataan.
at ramp.
Gak suka bohong, gak ngerokok, udah. Mau dapet yang kayak gitu ya. Aduh. Anjir, Invi 1 HP coy. Jadi David sih gua raging anjir.
Trying to get this Thrifty online for themselves.
So Secret's gonna just stay in the site, right? Not much weaponry.
Gak mungkin dong Thrifty dong.
Pushing up through ramps.
They have this Nightfall. They just send that over towards screens here. It could very much be a major deterrent.
Yo, retake-nya rapi guys. Flashing, cakep. Cakep. Oke, tutup tawan satu ya teman-teman. Itu satu. Nah, oke cakep. Kok gini? Oke. Ya, nice try ya teman-teman. Nice try.
And NDG, even though he's not able to clean up the kills, the fact that he peeks out and draws across there 2 people completely.
Soalnya kalau yang jujur Min, soalnya ada orang yang suka janji mau live tapi nggak live. Siapa itu? Parah banget sih orang ada yang bohongin kayak gitu ya. Tapi kalau misalnya kayak gitu ya, kalau misalnya orang udah janji nih mau nge-live, terus tiba-tiba nggak live, mungkin tiba-tiba dia kayak, aduh gue nggak enak badan nih, padahal pagi itu misalnya fit. Mungkin dia penyakitan gitu, terus malamnya kayak, aduh demam, tiba-tiba flu gitu, atau nggak tiba-tiba malamnya gue disuruh kerja gitu, sama mungkin dia udah ini kan jadi organisasi gitu. Wih nice guys, nice banget anjir guys. Nah terus jadi ya mungkin gitu, jadi mungkin tiba-tiba dia kerja malam, atau mungkin dia mau sehat gitu tiba-tiba kayak, nggak baik ya duduk terus ya jadi streamer ya, jadi mungkin dia tiba-tiba ini mau badmin supaya sehat gitu. Pola yang sehat kan ya olahraga ya guys. Tuh. Enggak, itu kan misalnya kan banyak kemungkinan guys. Nggak boleh close minded jadi orang. Udah nih RRQ menang 5-5. Apa Iksal? Siapa kayak gitu, bukan Ali kan? Ya nggak tahu kan, banyak streamer di dunia. Kan nggak cuma gua streamer. Ada juta-jutaan streamer. Tuh guys, jadi ya nggak apa-apa sih menurut gue, itu bukan bohong. Cuman mungkin janjinya ketunda dikit gitu. Nggak apa-apa kan ketunda daripada enggak sama sekali. Betul, bagus Owen, betul. Halo Irwan, lu tipe cewek yang bawel nggak Min? Agak sih, kayak gue bawel cuma di stream doang deh. Ya asli, diem baik gue. Nggak ngomongnya cuma di stream anjir seharian. Berat lagi Min, menang nih RRQ. Capek gue. Gue ngomong satu round aja capek banget.
They know that he already has the ult online, so I'm kind of surprised that they don't try to take that rifle out of his hands. But, I mean, this is just a fantastic crunch. This everybody watching the corners that they need to be watching the angles that they need to keep tabs on. And it works a treat for RRQ. So now in a position.
Ini ketundanya sampai bulanan bang. Kagak, gue gak pernah sampai bulanan ya. Gila lu. Bulanan gak pernah gue. Anjir. Streamer emang banyak yang gitu, tapi kayak gitu cuma lu. Enggak anjay. Nipu ya. Lansus apa introvert? Kayaknya gue dua-duanya deh. Ansos dan introvert deh kayaknya gue. Introvert kan gue absolute nih. Oh Ansos, ya gue punya teman, Velin aja. Enggak lah, ada Cimomo, ada Velin. Cimomo, Velin, Miss dia. Cimomo, Velin, Miss dia. Cimomo, Velin, Miss dia. Mana bang? Oh iya maksudnya. Kok kesindir? Iya bukan gue anjir. Enggak, itu maksudnya. Aduh siapa sih anjir yang kayak gitu? Itu sih parah sih, tapi kalau bulanan gitu ya parah sih. Itu nggak tahu sih kenapa ya teman-temannya. Oh shit man. Aduh, David, ya Tuhan Yesus, pas banget. Di atas Nongki lagi, di atas situ. Oh nice anjir, Bani.
Some damage found, but
Ya 3v3
traded back.
sih bisa banget anjir.
3v3 now.
Semuanya di sana.
They will get topped up a little bit by 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘬.
There's the first challenge. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 good for it. NDG now going to be noted, but 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 continues to hold there. That elbow swings back around the opposite side to get himself a 4K and get Team Secret up to 6.
A big round, and RRQ, I mean, I wasn't quite sure if Flips was maybe just trying to sell the idea of a fake that they went over to B because they heard the boom bot.
Kayak begitu. Oh lu.
They knew there was presence from the
Oh
showstopper.
lu anjir. Oh ya udah.
Not exactly seeing anyone actually
Jangan
enter.
dimarahin yang streamer yang itu. Saya sih nggak gitu ya.
The main forces were already set up on B.
Lebih parah dari lu.
Tries to get the pick. The showstopper's
Ya lagu
already
paling
out in the
mingguan
air.
dia kalau sampai bulanan sih.
NDG once again just good.
Parah sih lu.
Crosshair aggro there in the last
Parah
bit,
parah parah
setting up
parah
𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮
parah parah.
for that third kill.
Last round of
Malam buka
the
toko.
opening half here.
Yuk buka toko yuk malam.
RRQ look to try to tie this up 6-6.
Semoga ya.
7-5 for Team Secret.
Semoga.
While the attacking open would still be
Semoga ya.
incredibly
Semoga
strong
buka
from
toko
them.
ya. Kalau nggak buka toko ya gitu guys. Mungkin dia sakit. Mungkin dia mau olahraga. Mungkin dia kerja malam-malam gak ada yang tahu. Mungkin dia nugas. Besok saya live.
I mean, if they're,
Oh,
they'll
besok live tuh.
probably check main with contact here.
Oh, besok live guys.
Guiding light might have to change that a bit, but I was expecting they might just check ramp with contact
Serius
and
Vin.
then use it to push out the
Hoax.
screens once again. Now that they know that
Katain
there's
hoax
presence.
anjir.
Quick clear on that 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮. No way to spot
Lu
anything.
apain viewer lu anjir sampai sakit hati gitu semuanya anjir.
𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 hearing the rotations now, they put their way up forward into the site. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 lands right there next to 𝘧𝘰𝘀 and is able to take him down. Flash going to be lost at the same time though as 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 finds one. Jeremy pushing back in, but
Buta juga coy. David.
ramp.
Oh nice anjir. Keding.
He's whittled away at now. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 going to be dead, and that should just about be the close up here.
Gila gak sih? 2v1 anjir.
He is now left all on his lonesome.
Nice
Spike
banget.
in hand, but he turns back towards
Nice,
the
nice,
site.
nice.
Gnarl will take his
Nice.
head off.
Kenapa
6-6 RRQ, they do manage to keep it
Sama aja
neck and
kayak
neck
Alik
in the
besok
map.
live tapi tiba-tiba diundur mulu. Enggak ya, gue udah gak gitu
There was
anjir.
a good way that they could have
Kagak,
tried
gua
to
kalau
secure
live
that last
beneran
round as
live.
well. Sure, send the Nightfall.
Cuman
But they
kayak
want to take advantage of it because of the numbers, right? They didn't quite
Oh,
feel
ah,
safe. They didn't have the
trust
spike planted
issue.
just yet. So they want to take advantage of the fact that
Berarti
okay, they
kalau
don't have audio,
viewernya,
they're on decay. Let's push
kalau
back
kalian
out and kind
nonton
of
gua
clean
terus
up
kalian
the
juga
surrounding
nonton.
area. Unfortunately for
Alvin
them,
berarti
𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 not hit
trust
by the
issue-nya
Nightfall.
udah
He's able to use a guiding
kuadrat
light to
ya.
buy time. Of course, he doesn't get the immediate trade. Because he flashed
Bro, ini
himself a
mencoba
little bit on
meyakinkan
that
viewer.
slam, but it's enough to draw out even more.
Di sini ada 2 orang penipu anjing.
Now it's tied.
Namanya juga idol ya, gue ikutin idol gue lah.
Considering split overall, sure,
Gue nipu bukan karena bawaan pribadi guys, tapi karena gue melihat
I
seorang.
wasn't expecting this comp. I wasn't expecting the game to be this close at the moment. So I think that this is still positive trends right now for the side.
2 orang
It's just a
scammer.
matter of whether or
Enggak.
not they can
Enggak, gue gak scam ini, gue live tiap hari, gila.
on a win on this map since they played against 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 week 2 of last season before something had
Ngikutinnya yang
joined the
buruk.
team.
Yeah, where
Iya, bener juga.
𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮 gets that knife kill.
Contoh buruk kayak itu ya.
Cypher.
Udah gue live tiap hari nih, gue live tiap hari.
That was a
Janji.
long time ago. A
No
long time
gaming.
ago.
Alik emang nutrisari campur soto enak. Nutrisari campur soto, gue gak pernah nyobain sih.
Yeah.
Most
Tapi mungkin
recently,
kalau nutrisarinya dikit mungkin enak ya. Soalnya manis gitu kan, gue suka manis.
LCQ.
Kalau nutrisarinya
Which, I mean, we
banyak
saw,
sampai
right,
kuahnya
from the
jadi warna
stats of
orange sih.
RRQ's win record so far. Even LCQ was
Patut
a while
dipertanyakan
ago.
anjir. Kemarin baru live member.
Team Secret trying to
Oh, dia live
turn a new
member
page
kemarin.
here in 2024, and so far, I mean, I'm liking the comp and the idea. We'll see what reads they have, though, because the way you got to
Itulah,
play this on
guys.
defense, you
Top
got to
trust
have
issue
a
nggak sih?
real good read on RQ
Yang baik
setups
itu.
already.
Yeah, don't have that double control. You have that Viper to really try to slow
Live
up the
member
other
tai
side of the
dia
map.
anjir.
Curious to see what this approach
Lu jangan bohong, Pin anjir.
shots out. Jimkin
Udah kagak live, bohong lagi. Anjir lah.
fairly slow going.
Parah anjir itu mah.
Camera's still there.
Nipunya
on ramp.
kuadrat. Saya lagi ya gue mana tahu. Kamu percaya aja.
They already have main control as well,
Anjir,
and
good
again, this is what you
housing.
gotta do, right? You gotta be a little proactive. 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮.
Nice banget.
So the paint
Nice,
shell
nice.
to create some space here for himself. Only more in the meantime.
Beneran
Rushing
aja.
forward, just ready to charge through that cage. But not still in a fully committed position. Still just lingering right here around mid. Do draw some additional attention over with Jesse
Tahu nggak
Bash
sih
running
dia?
back
Oh.
through the spawn. Paint shell will clear
Anjir,
out Mail.
pusing anjir.
That's going to make Secret a lot more confident. This does end up going towards A. Only more on the drop down. Be able to find that kill, swing it out.
Oh
and
shit,
just running
man.
comes up with the goods.
Nice, 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮.
Found 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮. Here at L1 spots him.
Nice banget, bro.
Right click will finish him off. No HP bars
Aduh,
though.
apa yang terjadi anjing?
𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘳𝑚 dead, and that's a spike now straight
nice
up on
banget.
Heaven.
I mean, if 𝘰𝘰𝘮 can just stay alive, buy time for
Ban,
flips here.
please ban.
No, it's gonna be split 180.
Nih.
Now watching back in for this one though. The wall comes up. Yep, he's just gonna get shot from behind. 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 with a headshot. Able to find it, and there's just nothing else that 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 can realistically do here. Push up the challenge. Not ready for 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 in that position. That's gonna be another round going the way of
Ini gue live setiap hari. Enggak. Tunggu. Ralat. 2 hari sekali lah. Ini kan kemarin gue baru live. Enggak. Pokoknya seminggu gue live. Minggu live minimal 3 kali. Janji. 2 hari sekali.
But at the end of the day, they just can't get into the site. It's going to be Envy and NDG.
Sabar. Salah ngomong, Mbak. Mulut.
They'll take a little too much of their casualties.
It's like just gonna be heavy stack and push here.
Minimal deh. Minimal 3 kali, tapi kalau misal sehari gue live-nya 2 kali, berarti itu udah dihitung. Jadi jatahnya itu pokoknya seminggu ya 3 kali. Oke? Kecuali keliling kota, sidang, sama nugas. Dah, diam, nggak ada yang boleh komplain. Nggak boleh komplain. Oke, 4v4 bisa. 4v4 masuk B. Aduh ya Tuhan Yesus, nice try lah.
Smash will find a second. Leaves just 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 all on his lonesome. The weapons out of reach.
Nice try.
His position noted. NDG will go ahead and finish it off.
Janji.
Secrets, they now move up 8-6.
And a really good setup there on the double team between 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 and 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘮, right? Once 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 is back in position to help with the trades and the crossfire, you send the paranoia out.
Negonya jelek anjir. Itu udah oke gak sih? Iya dong. Oke dong, masa gue keliling kota? IRL. So gue lagi di venue, masa gue IRL. Saya juga tiap hari live jam 6 pagi, member only. Nipu anjir. Gue udah gak percaya lu. Alik tepat janji kok. Betul. Setuju Fidel.
Basically denying any use and value of that toxic screen.
Robbing that away from him. Judge now positioned right in front.
Belafin lu, diem lah kata gue. Sama-sama bohong anjir kita. Lu gak bisa membela diri sendiri, udah nice try anjir. Nonton live sama kayak upload vlog Taiwan aja. Jadi, tapi gue salut sih sama 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮. Vlog Jepangnya banyak banget anjir. Udah berapa part gitu. Satu aja gak kelar-kelar. Ya, kampus Pak.
Oh, it's set up just too perfectly. Gets a weapon as well.
Jump pick across, spotting two.
Gue kira itu.
Will catch NDG.
Gue kira itu 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 anjir.
This is a big.
Sabar. Gue kira itu 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 anjir.
But that being said, Bash does fall down. Now, blast packing over to the side. J.R.B. trying to play elusive, swing around the corner, and 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮.
Oh, nice. Sabar. Anjir, gue beneran jatuh 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 sumpah.
Spectre in hand, full util available here to the fade. Some drift across, tries to get the jump, gets the headshot in. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮 going to be taken down. Now the 1v2. Sets the interrupt on the play, but they're running out of time. Haunt cleared, 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 out into the open, caught with a blast pack. Now the C's around the corner, trying to get the catch. 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝑮 able to dodge that, but Envy gets the headshot. He's on his feet.
3v1, Tuhan Yesus 3v1. Pape jangan ngomong kayak Pape. Maafin mereka lah Pape.
Every single decision perfectly. Everything to lead him one step closer to that clutch win, to that Red Bull clutch. Right, first of all, tries to isolate. He expects someone else is still going to be in main to create that crossfire.
Udah gak sih, gue butuh break guys. Udah gak sih. 3v1 anjing.
I mean, yeah, you gotta shout. You know it's gonna be a 1v1. He knows he's low. And then the C's immediately after, because now you have to stick the plant. All of it to perfection. Keeps the lead here in the second half. Gets that bonus for them. Showstopper online as well.
Menang lah, udahlah,
Both
capek
sides,
gue
but
coy.
it's full armor for
Capek gue.
everyone on Team Secret.
Tekannya kayak Alex. Ya. Gue lagi stres tes diem dulu
This
sih.
time taking
Belum dapat poin anjir ini.
a little bit
Bareng.
of space there in garage, not wanting to concede it. Will immediately drift away. Flips continues to lurk forward. Jeremy, though, a little bit of an off angle. Not often that we see too many players up on top of box just in the exit of garage.
There.
It's a fairly all-in position. As for now, with the smoke dissipating, it's just going to be a little tuck away there from �㪠𝘬𝘬𝘮𝘬.
Team Secret, they heard this. Obviously, the trip gets broken as well. Trying to weaken up ramp, and at a certain point, you're going to want to start to send 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘳𝑚 to get value. Whether it's to A or B, that remains to be seen, but it looks like they just want to pressure them there. Expect that they've weakened the site. Now, this is all
Ya
bait.
fokus.
It's
Lu pada
for
ngajakin gue
Jeremy.
ngobrol, gimana mau fokus?
Everyone's
Oh, he's
flash.
slowed up. The flash is in, but Jeremy recovers his vision just a little bit faster. Looks like they didn't quite read where he was. He gets himself a second kill before getting taken down. Now +Borkum holding things firmly on the site. But back out, and 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦. Looks like 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴 just not ready for that one
Oh,
at all.
no.
Flash right into his face. He's still +40. And things are really starting to slip. RRQ not in control at all here in this second half.
We've seen a couple of these moments where 𝘬𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘦 gets a little rushed with the guiding light. And he's gotten away with it a couple times, but when push comes to shove, I mean, first of all, that was going to be a hard round no matter what to clutch, but it's just unfortunate that we're seeing these micro mistakes. If they're happening when you're getting pressured, even if it's not an impossible clutch situation, right, they're likely to come up. So I was fully expecting the timeout because a lot of panic starting to show. And probably something that 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘮𝑚 is going to need
Malam
to talk
takut jam berapa nggak tahu.
about
Nggak mau janji-janji
players in
lagi.
the server. They might
Nggak
not
ada
have
janji-janji
any
lagi.
idea what's going wrong.
Nggak ada.
Quite frankly, they feel like they're taking the control of spaces that they wanted to, right?
Yuk fokus dikit yuk, bisa yuk.
Now that you've identified
Ban, mau dapat mobil nggak? Kalau mau dapat mobil, mainin bener.
You have that control, you clear mid again.
Sama kalah,
You
Bang.
have vents control. What is going wrong? We
Pantau
tie
ya.
them up in ramps. What in the world is going wrong? And that's something that 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘴𝘤𝘮 is going to talk about. One of it is, of course, you're not drawing out all of the
Katanya
important
malam
util.
nonton
You draw
VCT
out all
Amrik.
line, sure, but then there's still a 𝘬𝑰𝑗, still a 𝘭𝑪l𝑒𝑟, another �㭂nt, another 𝘭𝑪noia. There's just a lot in the bank that can be used at various ranges that they'll have to account for.
Coba manain, siapa main? Nggak seru hari ini nggak seru.
I mean, it's just
Nggak mau, hari ini nggak jadi, nggak mau nonton VCT Amrik.
Ult economy very much in their favor as well as that Nightfall about to be online for 𝑁vy after the clutch.
Udah bener aja anjing.
Now,
Bangkit lah.
Showstopper.
Kalah mulu, woy, kalau misalnya 3v1 lah. 2v1 kalah mulu.
What's the game plan here? 4 Stingers and a Sheriff to see if they can try to find a thrifty win. Paint shells lead the way, but Trapwires for now still standing to get spotted out a bit by the Trailblazer.
They hear the Stingers. Know it's a weak buy. Now just playing a long range. Still got that camp in heaven as well.
Jesse just basically about to just full util dump everything that he had, and does so.
I mean, but again, Team Secret, they don't mind if they get pushed away, if they push RRQ away to me. In fact, they'll just get a double kill before that even happens. Because
They'd be playing off that so perfectly. And they know the TP back there from 𝘧𝘰𝘮𝘮𝘮. As he does get knocked down about 51 HP. But jump up, 𝘠𝑚𝘠 trying to open things up a little bit more, trying to find that catch, but Jesse Vash manages to stand his ground. Shadow in the meantime creeping forward, trying to get his way out over onto the site. NDG not necessarily reading this at the moment, but also not really in a position where he's going to get caught whatsoever by this Viper.
oh, look at Jeremy's position on the minimap. He goes down. I mean,
Spike down mid.
And there you go. Finally substances it out. Cleanup is going to be good. Just 𝑁vy lost in the fight. Team Secret now up to 11.
I kill them.
As it's again another 5-round win streak going into a second half.
yeah, 5-round lead as well off of that. Of course, tied 6-6, but a great position here for Secret. Not only do they get, a happy amount of rounds in the first half, but
Halo Nat, boleh Bang TS duduk di sebelah mana?
and we talked about again the kind of high risk, high reward that this kind of comp can bring to Split. But so far the reads are on point, and the way they're cycling a lot of their util, they always have kind of the ones that don't refresh, like the Paranoia. It's always in their back pocket.
So much util spread out across
Ini kalau sama saya
these next 2
dapat
rounds.
round sih, udahlah. Game 3 coy.
Very slow going here for RRQ. Showstopper at the ready, spots one, gets the cleanup.
Nice
No
trade.
more going to be fast and traded back. So it's just going to be raises taken down on both squads.
Yeah, but the raise down on a single duelist for RRQ, and it's not, anything else that can really force the site open either. It's just a sky right now for the initiator. Things are looking rough. The only thing they can hope for is 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 on the lurk, but he doesn't exactly have control of the site just yet.
Creeping their way over now towards this A site. Trap wires still there, still not dealt with.
Susah anjir, main di A. Aduh,
That's more down to 5 HP. He didn't even have the reveal on him.
susah coy.
Moving forward.
Gak pernah coba B ya, kenapa ya? Trauma kan 1v3 kalah.
To spot things out. They have identified that NDG is going to be back screen, but displacing him is still going to be a completely different task. Fast now arriving up into heaven. We'll be able to find the final 2 of the round. Is Secret looking absolutely dominant here on Split.
A great showing. And I love it because they bring out their own interpretation of a composition, and they're using it so well, right? It's not just that they're fragging out.
Map 3 anjir. Nggak dapet, anjir setelah half nggak dapet poin lagi coy.
The way that they understand on defense, we're going to have to push out on the early rounds to take control of a portion of the map. I mean, all of it clearly shows us that this is not a result of, we don't know what else works, let's try this one. This is a result of a goal was met during the scrims. We came in with an idea, and it's time to show RRQ
Udah
what
kasih
it
poin
tastes
gini
like.
attack-nya. Iya anjir, nggak dapet sama sekali.
Can they hold on? Feels like 6 rounds in a row. Even though Secret have done just that. Right now for RRQ, feels like
Kena mental kah?
impossible task.
I mean, look at the
Iya,
O's as
kena
well,
mental.
right?
Gue nontonnya juga kena mental anjir.
These Seekers aren't going to mean too much.
Envy fishing around.
Kenapa ya?
A little bit as Envy will be able to get the
Kenapa
catch.
kamu ya?
Down, but not before NDG does fall. Util now taken away. Aftershock will force flips away for a brief little moment, and Envy swinging back around on the side itself is able to find 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵 and keep them very much in a winnable position. They look to close out this map. Flips about to be jumped here from behind. Fault line set. Finds one. Pulls off the angle, but does he realize that he's being hunted? 2 more players behind him. It's 𝘭𝘁𝘠 now.
Oh, this is a cheeky spot.
First line of defense. Here's the rope. Swings under the corner. Gets one. They can't calm it fast enough. And we're taking down 𝘭𝘁𝘠. He will be the closer. 3 kills for him as Secret.
Aduh, bahaya bro.
13-6. Absolute dominance.
RRQ
Kacau bro, kacau.
count out Secret. They came in prepared, and quite frankly, again, I mean, both teams with some changes here, both in terms of kind of who's playing what agents, the compositions, things like that. So this is a fresh slate. So it's not even really the story about, well, Secret does well in the rematches. They come in prepared when they can ante. It wasn't about that. It was more so about the fact that Secret had full confidence in what they had prepared.
Well, we have a 3-map series here on our hands. But first, we'll go ahead and pass this back over to the analyst.
Ente bisa ngapusin.
All the craziness.
Salah ngomong. Udah, gue gak nonton map 3.
And just when you thought it was going to be over, Team
Bet lah kali
Secret
gua.
said nope and took RRQ's map pick from them of Split.
Yeah, that's my job to say nope to
Yeah.
people, like keep them off the
Or
elevator.
nope.
But, but
I was
I mean,
inspired.
a
Mana
flawless
si Jam bikin jago.
defender side for them. An incredible performance. Their attacker side looked really good overall. Kind of similar ideas, I thought, to what we saw in Breeze with a lot of mid pressure. And in that last round,
Aku yang bilang.
second to last round of the
Aku.
first half, RRQ found a way to deal with that, where there was a
Semua salah
showstopper
aku.
build for 𝘧𝘰𝘯𝘵. They get ahead of it.
Aku.
That was good, but then they get over to the defender side, and Team Secret just ran them over. I mean, it was crazy.
Enggak,
how
map 3
strong
apa?
they were.
Yeah, it was pretty beautiful.
Mau
the
Batman sama
defenses
RRQ.
they had on the top of, A
Semenjak
was
rekrut
just
Wilson,
there
RRQ
was
jadi
just
susah
no
menang.
getting outside of RRQ. It was like,
Sekarang aku foto dulu.
covered, and then on the opposite side, it's
Mampus,
still like
mampus.
the,
Tapi kan
Tracer
sebelum
side of
rekrut
RRQ
juga
were
emang
playing
gak pernah
great.
menang.
So, Kind of falling apart.
Gimana ya, Del?
6-6 but just the
Sebelum itu
flawless
kan juga
one side was just
sepertinya
too much for them to
tidak menang-menang.
I think there were some little
Kayaknya
warning signs early on, Valdez, when you pointed out too, when we saw
Kayaknya ya sudah lah ya.
count, and it was a little bit too heavily skewed towards 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘮 and 𝘭𝘪𝘬𝘦 more very early on.
Yeah, I mean the other 3 players had 2 kills apiece.
Tadi konten
and
aku
it was
bisa.
12 and
Ya
11.
bahaya, bye-bye guys, thank you.
Respectfully for those other 2 players. So
Kamu pentingin Batmin apa RRQ? Ini Batminnya sama RRQ.
beginning and then
Batmin sama RRQ, jadi bukan Batmin sama RRQ. Bye-bye, thank you guys.
But look at the post plans.
Batmin sama RRQ teman-teman, ya Tuhan Yesus. Hey, nanti malam kalau bisa toko ya. Thank you Virus, good night Res, good night Gujo, good night Badut, good night Ameri, good night Nat, good night Res, good night Nick, good night Galeon, good night Semut, good night Dava, good night Iksal. Thank you guys, good night Samuel, Sam, good night Ki, good night Nasi, good night Duta, good night Nick, good night Iksal, good night Alfred, good night Ruben, good night Kia, thank you Kia, good night Dedel, good night Ki, good night Galeon, bye bye guys, thank you.
On split generally, you'll take that most of the time. So really everybody stepping up big time. Yeah, 𝘰𝘰𝘮𝘦 may not put up